Oh, fantastic idea, Þarþuþhaþhi. With that hat, no one will ever know you are anything but a normal, simple man. Emphasis on simple. But things are, of course, far from simple, my friends, here in Crusader Kings 3, Elven, whatever I've called this series. Because, of course, yesterday, Þarþuþhaþhi of Fauca-Hyanda went on an adventure to the Alps, an adventure that took up most of the episode, but my god, what he discovered was elfendom, and also a magic thing that I have not yet equipped, the Sigil of the Realm Lord, giving 20% monthly lifestyle experience. Counts as regalia. Oh, that's good. I mean, it does say right there, illustrious regalia, actually. I am role-playing the character in the sense that he cannot read. He's got 7 learning now, though. Wowee. Glad you're all enjoying the return to Crusader Kings 3. The comments are greatly appreciated. Very kind words, etc., etc. But the prevailing wisdom seems to be 2 things. Number 1, yes, I have played Vikings before in Crusader Kings 3 quite a few times. Clearly very memorable stuff. And the second thing that I saw a lot was people saying, always go on the expeditions when we can. People are saying that the expeditions are not only a way to find the artifacts, golds, and I presume cultural traditions, as it says right there, but they're also a way that apparently you upgrade your elven stats. Now, I don't know specifically what that entails or what that means, but I sure as hell would love to find out. I think we need to do a little raiding first to maybe get our family together before we go off on more elfy nonsense. Oh, shit. Look, it only upgraded the people who directly went on the journey. So Bardaga and Threk. Threk is a great name for the son of a man who looks like that. Bardaga and Threk don't have any elven traits. They dodged it because they didn't go on the expedition, right? I presume they could also go on an expedition if we end up playing as them. But given that this is clearly inheritable, and now they both have it because she went with us, I assume we might just want to wait until another babby is formed. So I've got a grand idea. How about we go raiding? That's a good plan. It looks less like a military helmet and more like a safety helmet, so he doesn't bonk his head. That's, I mean, I understand that's the point of military helmets. Looks like he's going on cycling proficiency more so than leading raiders into battle. Where am I supposed to raid? These bloody Vikings are everywhere. This is probably too much of a big brain play for poor sweet Þarþuþhaþhi, but I think we can definitely try and promote some culture. Maybe try and flip this from Norse to Elven? 13 years, oh my god. Oh, hello there. Julia Melwood continues to jot down more and more tales from the Battle of Kent until she suddenly pauses, a sly smile on her lips. Now I did hear one, I don't remember her voice. Now I did hear one rather interesting story, she begins slowly, of a certain drinking contest with an ogre of all things. How mightily our hero did to be able to drink such a creature under the table. Perhaps a demonstration would let me truly appreciate such a feat. He is the ogre. Good lord. Is he alright? Is he awake? I don't know where this tall tale came from, but a certain amount of pride begins to prickle. Get me a barrel and I'll prove it. This is a prowess challenge, and my god, there's one thing he's got going for him, and it is solely prowess. Actually, he's pretty good at martial, too. I shouldn't put him down so fast. Yeah, absolutely. What's the negative if on the off chance we fail? A tiny health penalty and some extra stress? You can do it. The discount towards upgrading a legend increases greatly. You swill the whole barrel. That's what we like to see. What do we want to raid here? Not really either of them, but technically Lothar Ranger is slightly weaker. So we'll go for that for now. Just be careful. We should win that, but sadly that could be the end of our raiding for a little while. Oh god, yeah, okay. Oh no, we still got 1,000 men. We're fine. Ooh. A choice of dreams. Oh god, he's freaking out. Oh god, he's really not having a good day. You're in the middle of a hard-earned slumber when you feel a familiar presence. It's the same feeling you felt when you grabbed that amulet in the Elven tomb. It does not say anything to you, but instead projects a single idea into your mind. See. And you do! Thousands of lifetimes flash before your eyes, threatening to overwhelm your every sense. Great wars between humans and elves, vast empires built on the backs of human slaves, but also grand feasts shared in friendship between human and elf kings. You begin to understand the intention of the presence. It conveys another idea. Choose. Humans and elves will live together in friendship. We gain open-hearted tradition. Hybrid culture costs down by 75%. Creating a hybrid culture is 50% less cultural acceptance. Humans will be open to marriage, and elves stand above humans. Creating a hybrid culture requires double the cultural acceptance. Elven rulers receive a modifier granting renown and prestige. Ooh. Listen. If there's anybody who thinks they're better than anyone else, they would certainly look something a little bit like that. So I'm going to be taking Elven superiority tradition. Thank you. Ooh, hello there. As you begin to settle down for the night, you hear frantic knocks on the door. Outside, you hear some kind of grand commotion outside. As you wearily climb out of your bed, trying to clear your head, your servant explains the situation. Sisters of the Aelran Order, known as Red Witches by the common folk, have somehow learned of your latest expedition and are demanding your presence. Oh, more elven nonsense. Okay. I'll hear them in my council chamber. Send them in. Hello? You enter the council room and find two Aelran sisters awaiting your arrival. Their embroidered dresses and ageless beauty renders you speechless for a moment, your consternation only interrupted by the apparent junior of the two clearing a throat.
My lord, my name is Calmira. You've been granted the privilege of standing before Mistress Alandra, High Matriarch of the Aluran Weavers.
On cue, the other sister steps forward to meet your eye, moving with an effortless grace, her youthful face somehow projecting wisdom and sagacity. What's she gonna sound like?
My lord!
No, I can't do that. My lord, I know our arrival is unexpected, but we come to discuss a matter of great importance. I feel the release of divine energy some time ago, and finding you, an elf in human lands, confirms my suspicion. I know you have found the sigil of the Realm Lord. How did you know of this? Hello. So we've got High Chiefess Alandra of the Deepwood. There she is. What is that? High Elf. Have you heard of the High Elves? Aluran High Matriarch is an undisputed leader of the Alurans, selected by the Council of Matrons. The High Matriarch is the most powerful and wisest sister in the Order. She's also a Spark Savant, whatever that is. An unusually strong ability to wield Spark. I presume that's some sort of magic. Sorry, I wasn't gagging at the idea of magic. I have hiccups. Virtuoso Arbitrator. Good Lord above, look at your stats. She's also that Aluran Weaver's religion there. Maybe something we might take on eventually. And there's the other lady and her elven husband. Very nice. What is that you've got going on there? Bloodline of House Valarith. Well, that's powerful. Hello, and you're just an Aluran matron. Jesus, they are so powerful. Oh my god, this is quite the dictionary. I am not here to take it from you, the matriarch continues, her song-like voice drawing you closer. Song-like voice. The sigil only reacts to those it finds worthy. Possessing it marks you as the undisputed elf lord of this world. Me? The Elf Lord? In ancient times, elves and humans came to this world through a great portal. Countless empires have risen and fallen. At one point, the very elf emperor, whose sigil you have found, was overthrown in a massive rebellion. Most elves were either slain or forced to flee back through the portal, leaving this world behind. A small population did remain, sticking to the far wilds where they could live in peace. After the great exodus, vital components of the portal were destroyed by rebels and our gateway to other realms was lost. My lord, the sigil choosing you at this time is no coincidence. It is the confirmation that the divine spark, the great creator of all things, is making its will known. It's time to restore the grand portal and welcome the great elven people back to this world. Wow, I think you've got the right man for the job. Momentous and worthy undertaking, of course. Oh my god. It is indeed. You will need to find replacements for the destroyed portal components. I've learned of such things were rare, yet still available in the days of old. You must continue your expedition to ancient elven sites and find the parts we need, she finishes, motioning to the younger sister to lay a map out on the table. We've brought maps with us. They detail the newly discovered elven ruins for you to investigate. Alandra looks deep into your eyes. The world of the fate is in your hands, and I do not say that lightly. Before we make the long journey back to our sanctum in the north, I have one additional matter to discuss with you. It is customary of all elven lords across the realm to accept the divine spark as the true guiding force of the universe. Furthermore, the sisters of the Aluran Weavers are seen as the shepherds of its will. I implore you to accept the order into your lands to advise and further the interests of the divine spark. If we convert, do we lose the ability to raid? If we lose the ability to raid, we might be stuck on that fucking island for years and years and years and years and years. I thought it was a tenet enabling it, but apparently you just need an unreformed faith, tribal government, practice pirates tradition, or legacy of the piracy dynastic modifier, and you can just raid freely. Okay, this is unreformed if I'm not mistaken. Unreformed spark faith. So that's all we need then, right? Beautiful. Fine. I would be honored to welcome the Aluran sisters into my realm. You know why? Because he is goddamn trusting. Which trait is that? The trusting, right there. There you go. I told you he was. Absolutely. We've converted.
A wise decision,
Realm Lord. Sorry, I thought it was her daughter. Together, we will usher in a new age of elven prosperity. One last matter. When a new Realm Lord is chosen by the Divine Spark, it has long since been the custom of the Aluran Order to grant them some control of how our sisters administrate the faith of the realm. First, you must prove you're worthy of that honor. Go explore the ancient places of our people until you discover a site that resonates with the divine spark. Find these places most holy to us, and the sisterhood will defer to your judgments. Right, so what it's saying is if we find the holy sites of the Elves, we can reform the ideology. I understand. That is how that works indeed. Beautiful. Okay, well that's fine. That's great. That's cool. That's fantastic. We can still raid. More importantly. We can still raid, more importantly. That is always good news. I guess we could... Oh, I was going to say avoid you, but it turns out I've already committed. This is our loot now. You're going to have to move on. Hello? Arandra? So who is this? My Alluran advisor. Alluran sister. She is a magi. Oh, God. Spark gifted. Elf, pretty, fecund, and a flamboyant trickster. Is she meant to be the character that you marry? Right, okay. We could always just take her as a concubine, perhaps? We're allowed to do that? No concubinage. No concubines in... Oh, we can have secondary spouses. It's fine. This is a someone's thinly veiled fetish. Arandra approaches you in your study. My lord, a child has wandered into our holding in quite a poor state. Apparently, the caravan he hired passage with was ambushed by bandits, and he was the only survivor. He won't say much, but he's clutching this letter addressed to you. Bloodline of House Gwynthorne. Pure-blooded, handsome elf. Spark savant. Hello there. Let me read it. You want to be adopted, I presume. To the esteemed lord of Chieftain Þarþuþhaþhi of Faria, my name is Lady Calanthe. I'm the head of the Mine of Long-Forgotten Healths. I'm writing to you with great sorrow, for my healers tell me I'm not long for this world. This child is my son. He's all I have left. His father died long ago, and there is no one else. Thaldir is the last of our dynasty, and he should be raised in a proper noble elf house. He carries the blood of a great house in his veins and has a fierce spirit. I believe he will serve you well if you give him a chance. Even though we've never met, I beg of you, please, grant me this favor. She died from being ill. Oh, dear. I see. I shall take the child as my ward. I will find a place in my court, or this is not an orphanage. Of course, we'll take him as our ward.
I won't let you down, my lord.
Oh, we've got our own little cockney pickpocket. Welcome, child. Okay. Well, you're actually pretty good, though. I feel like he is the wrong guy to take on a ward, given that he is not the smartest fella. So we could just go ahead and marry her as a wife. I know we should have a secondary spouse. There's no reason to not have a secondary spouse, I guess. She's annoyed, and we've lost more legitimacy, but we haven't got any anyway, so that's fine. Okay, you know what? Just to get the ball rolling, the elf ball rolling, that is, let's see it through. More time with Julia Melwood means more time going through a list of a past battle, so that my legend can be noted down. She notices my disinterest and attempts a different track. Now, when the enemy's left flank collapses and we run right upon their rear, it is indeed true that you were the one who led that flanking attack. A true stroke of genius. Interesting. Change a chapter in it. 25% chance of increasing our martial by 1. We get 150 prestige and we lose some stress because we're ambitious. Actually, I led decisive blows from the center, or I merely oversaw the battle. Ooh, honestly, aggressive attacker would be awesome. Would be quite nice to get, wouldn't it? I'm gonna go for it. Please get it. We didn't get it. I've been totally bamboozled. I've been totally bamboozled. Hello? Oh, it's Threk. Well, I have come to expect mischief from my son and heir Threk. His creativity keeps me on my toes. When is it not a prank? When it is not a prank, it's a brawl, a disgruntled tutor, or a grazed knees for an adventure gone wrong. Never a dull moment. He's rowdy. Listen, he's not an elf. And this guy is trusting. He's believing all of the, truths or lies or nonsense or crap that they've been spouting at him. Would he keep non-elven children around, or should we just chuck them in the ocean? We'll consider that and worry about it later. How about that one? We won't worry about it for the timing. I'll just let him cook for now. See how the kid comes out. Maybe the kid just dies in battle. Nice and conveniently tidies things up for us. What have we got then? Oh, there's like custom elven icons. That's bizarre. I was wondering what the hell was going on there. 100% chance the county will change to Elran Weavers. Yes, please. How long will that take? 27 bloody years. By all means, carry on then. So what have we got then? Elran Weavers, Unreformed Spark Faith. County conversion speed in counties of my culture. Ah, shit. Because we changed culture as well. Okay. Promote culture speed in counties of my faith up by 50%. Fine. Conversion speed in counties of a different culture, minus 50%. Boo. We got divine marriage. Of course we do. Again, thinly veiled fetish. Sanctity of nature. Buildings are more expensive. Well, that's very annoying, so I was about to do that. Alluran sisters. We're granted the privilege of an Alluran advisor counselor who will help oversee the realm's affairs. She'll fill all the responsibilities normally done by a realm priest, but will also oversee the formation of a magi regiment to defend your realm. Sow discontent amongst your enemies. Grant religious exaltation hooks on your courtiers and vassals. Makes the following traits virtues. Pure-blooded, pregnant, with the following effects of +10 opinion, piety, and zealotness. Okay, so she's like, she's not strictly the regular priest then, but sounds like she's just better in every way. Ooh, hello. Yes, absolutely. Get these people out of here. And then I think we will actually build some buildings. What's the sensible option right now? We build a market, we get out of 0 monthly income just in case we end up playing as a child and then we've got no money trickling in whatsoever. How about, alternatively, because my man loves a good fight, we focus on something military instead. Actually, what do we need to upgrade the base holding? Because that would kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We got enough. Boom. We're going to take a little break with our guy, let him drop some stress a little bit, and... Oh, we did just get living off the land, though. God damn you. How close are we to our next prowess one? Yeah, it's much, much slower than Marshall, evidently. But it is just extra free bonuses, isn't it? Oh, hello. The first elven child born within our realm. We can actually have way more man-at-arms here. And we've got those Fey archers, haven't we? You know I gotta build some. If we're being all elven, it only costs us prestige anyway, so let's throw it all in. The problem is we take, what is it, like an active prestige hit for... Unraised man-at-arms, minus 6.68. Bloody hell. Okay. It's almost worth just having those raised permanently. Well, let's get to work then. We might as well head back out. Ah, speaking of good timing, our forces were so pressed and harried. Julia Melwood cuts through my reverie as we discuss a past battle. And what's her voice?
And yet we still prevailed.
I don't think she was quite like that.
I hear tell, indeed, that it was in fact you who arrived at a pivotal moment with reinforcements. What a timely arrival to ensure our victory.
Word of the Battle of Kent must have spread far. I don't think that's the case at all. Spread far? It is spread absolutely nowhere fast. Word of the Battle of Kent must have spread far, and one of my heroic deeds will help it so. If I choose to claim this particular credit, of course, I arrived just in time. Again, reckless. Well... That is tremendously reckless. On average, it's pretty good. Organizer would be sick, because then we take less retreat losses. Yeah, I would like that. That's much better for raiding, isn't it? Come on. Ooh, I will happily take that one, though. Chieftress Arendra continues to work spreading the will of the divine spark in the chiefdom of Faria. She is both greatly feared and admired by the people there. Although she does not overtly ask it, many locals have begun to adopt her ways in effort to gain her favor. It is not long before there is a fundamental cultural shift in the region, as those who won't conform to the new ways are ostracized from society. Oh my god! Well, that saved us, what was it, 16 years, 11 years of cultural conversion? She's so influential and beautiful and kind and fair and magical. We are now Elven. Our talk can no longer promote culture. It's already promoted, my friend, and that should cut down our conversion time to 11 years rather than 27 or whatever the hell it was before. I should have a look at unique decisions. Why haven't I looked at that yet? Found a holy order. Fair enough. Okay. Adopt feudal ways, strengthen bloodline, transport the portal. Restoring the portal is a worthy goal, but why should we do it so far in the north? Oh my god, we transfer the pieces to your capital. Costs 1,000 gold. A wonder of our age. Whoa, look at that thing. I've learned a great truth of man's history. By collecting ancient components, rediscovering knowledge, and hunting down the lost seal of a long-dead king, I could reforge the grand portal and restore a connection to the stars of our ancestors and the unfathomable dangers of the unknown. Right? So we can bring the portal here, and that lets us build the portal, I presume. Reform the allure and faith. Okay. To allow each of the realm lords to imprint their will on the faith. Okay. We have to discover 2 more holy sites, but fair enough. Ritual of Ascension. You're an elf and you haven't reached the peak of Ascension. For 5,000 prestige. Ritual of the Divine Spark's Blessing. I've accumulated enough goodwill with the Divine Spark to seek a blessing from it. For 5,000 prestige again. Good God. Fine. Here, I'm going to mark Indulge in Drink. Forget all that a second. Let's get some booze going. Let's go raise some money. Oh, for God's sake. Hello. Bloody Julia Melwood. I'm recounting my exploits in battle to Julia Melwood when she interrupts abruptly. Is that true then? Did you slay the vile enemy commander in single combat? Her eyes sparkle with the possibilities. Clearly this is some sort of tall tale absorbed through the word of mouth. I was truly there in battle, but the confusion of the melee makes a possibility of practically any event. They died well beneath my blade. Okay. Whose sword arm they died matters not. Ooh. Modest leader gives martial per level of fame +1. Bloody hell. Yes, actually. Do you think this guy... We should play the character, right? We should absolutely play the character. This is objectively the better option. So you know what? Let's meet him halfway. Because I've already kneecapped him enough that I don't have to kneecap him by really embracing his stupidity, you know? Oh, Arendra, you have been so brave, so strong. Words cannot describe my love for you. That's because there is nothing between the eyes. What? Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? Galadriel Fauca-Hyanda. Wow. Look at that. Pretty, elven, and spark gifted. Obviously, corrupted Lord of the Rings names is the way to go. But this guy is an idiot. Oh, okay, what about... I haven't thought this through. Galadriel. May you grow strong and wise, my daughter, blending stupidity with elven names. That's the way we're going to do it. Thank you. My chancellor died. It's probably because everybody is a raider here. Oh, dear. Well, I guess I prefer a marshal to a spy master. What if we move you to spy mastery? Will we get given a new advisor? Let's bloody test it. The Law and Order will send you a new advisor. Good. Good. We'll start the whole council with elves. That's fine. They'll send you a new advisor. How long will that take? Do I have to ask for that? We'll just wait and see if it fires me. Ah, there you are. Look. Celestia has turned up. And you know what that means, don't you? She's intelligent and fecund. And an elf, and of course spark gifted. That means she can become my wife. Welcome. Who cares about legitimacy at this point? My god. So actually, if we... Oh my god, I can make her marshal. Can I? I can make her marshal. So we just make her marshal. Goodbye, Bercy. And then we wait for them to send us a new advisor. And then we marry the new advisor. Okay. Yes. Yes, I'm a big fan of that. Yes, let's stand by. Be patient. He's already found an exploit in the system. I'm talking about this big idiot. He realizes if he keeps shuffling around his council, not that he understands the damage he's doing by doing that, then they'll keep sending him wives. Maybe he thinks they're just kind gifts. Oh, we've gained a level of devotion to our faith. Have we? What have we done that's so faithful? I mean, except for raiding, of course. Boom. It's a lady called Galadriel. Welcome. She does not endorse us. What if, hear me out here, what if they got married? What if they got married? Married a lowborn. We've lost some more legitimacy. That's crazy that you would say that. Oh. What just happened there? The whole of the Netherlands just fell apart, and that makes it very... Oh, I mean, Lotharingia, of course. But we're only going to be raiding up here in Holland. Makes it very easy to grab all this stuff. Just for real estate, isn't it? Today, Galadriel held a fiery sermon for all the children of the court. They're apparently spellbound as she zealously read from the tome. My ward Tholdir now seems certain that he's destined for greatness, claiming that the divine spark supports him indiscriminately. That's right, never forget the divine is on your side. Ambitious. Do I trust this kid? We could just marry him to Bardaga, and then we're kind of cementing that loyalty and that kind of house benefit for us. Sadly, his glorious visage was too much for OBS to handle and it crashed. You didn't miss anything. All we did was indulge in drink and almost go down a stress level. We're exactly 100 out of 300, which is quite annoying. And we spent another martial lifestyle perk that we just got on Organized March. If we'd have had that 15% movement speed, we would have been able to avoid those other people. And in fact, so there you go. As I walk the corridors of my palace, frustrated, many of my courtiers seem to be droning on and on about some problem. And he just can't understand. It's too exhausting to be him. This is a really bad angle. My god, get my good side. Photographer walks away. A drinking binge for 3 years. Wow. It's the only thing. I think profligate is 2. A monthly income minus 10%. We haven't got any income. That is actually big brain time because it gives him prestige, stress loss, vassal opinion with no negatives. That is enormous brain time. Give me profligate. Okay, so with the rounding taken into account, we're at minus 0.1. It doesn't matter. Plagues nearby. Alva's boils. What's wrong with you? What are you doing? Began up here in Iceland. Oh, what a disgusting map overlay. Good lord. There's also one investor on... Okay, so it's all up in Iceland right now. That's okay. Your Elven advisor, Lady Chief Desk Galadriel of Ferriar, approaches you and the rest of the council is carrying out the latest session. My lord, we have a matter to discuss. Your daughter, the lovely Lady Bardaga Fauca-Hyanda, has reached sufficient age for testing. After an extensive evaluation, I've determined her natural abilities to manipulate the spark to be, as you know, all talented daughters of the domain of the Alaran Order. It's time for her to go into the deep wood, and if the spark wills it, learn her ways and prove herself worthy. She's not an elf, though. She's just a girl. Okay, so all the women of your house go off to... Oh god, look, she's actually going. Hello? The water rises from the depths of the spring. Small bubbles break upon the surface. I look down at the blue and see my own reflection. Strong, handsome, worthy. Chieftain Þarþuþhaþhi, I turn around and see Jarl Ivar standing next to me. Please, tell me of your legend. I've traveled many days and nights to hear it. Our kindred soul, join me. He starts promoting the Battle of Kent. We lose 50 stress because we're ambitious. I shall convince my people. Or I shall convince my people. Right, so he wants to do it personally. I must be a hero for myself. But Kent gains a true hero. His character is filled with confidence in their heroic nature. Oh my god, I feel like this is obviously the right way to go about it. Again, this is a great situation where play the character and maybe picking this decision works fine, even though it gives him ambitious. He's a trusting guy. We're going to trust that Jarl Ivor wants to hear it. Boom. Look at that. Your acquaintance, Jarl Ivor the the Ivor the Boneless. Right, gotcha. Of Þarþuþhaþhi has begun promoting your legend. The Battle of Kent. Oh, what a bloody legend. I mean, he's got a vested interest, right? Oh, you hear about this Viking guy down south that kicked people's... It was down south, that's where Kent is. Kicked people's ass. Imagine what we could all do if we banded together. What a clever fella. Oh, God. Gongbo boils? Charles's coughs? Okay, I don't think we need to worry about half of these. It's now all kicking off. Is there like a time limit before it can start to affect the world? That is vile. We've got to be careful where we go raiding then, I assume. I'm excited to see how the plague will play out in this game. Again, I haven't played this DLC at all until this very series. But of course in CK2, the bubonic plague was enormous and crazy. It was like world sweeping. It changed the face of the planet, broke up empires. I always play with it on Deadly because I think that was the most fun way to go about it. So I'm interested to see how this will impact. Not that it will probably impact us up here. Let's go earn a little more pocket money and then let's go on an Elven expedition. How about that? To round things out. And it looks as if England is ready for the picking. Oh, Chiefess Celestia getting the trade pregnant as well. Amazing. And she's joining us in... Oh, because of course she's the Marshal, right? If we could get equal rights and then just keep firing our council members and putting all of these ladies on the council... Because they all, like a lot of them spawning in with intelligent and good, like quite positive traits. We can end up with always a very, very good council. I know Caravan Masters kind of fit the bill. Oh, shit. 360, walk away, please. Go! Oh, God. Okay, hold on. We've got a prowess lifestyle perk. It might help things a little bit. Rallying Call, Ruthless Assault, Shield Bearer. Which one allowed us to run away? Do you remember? Oh, what is that? Unlocks access to the Plunder event. Oh. I think we've already got that there, right? Powers per level of fame plus 1 night effectiveness 15%. That could be quite good. Oh, God. Well, you know what? Stand your ground then. They sent the whole army at us and they failed. So let's just keep... Well, basically, it's just a free raid now, isn't it? Flame and scream surround me in pool as my army plunders for valuable goods and prisoners. You won't find any there. But then I see amongst the wreckage a small doll cast aside in the dirt. Feel compelled to look at it. Small button eyes and hand-stitched smile remind me of the innocents waiting for me back home. Galadriel would like it. Of course you would. Oh, we give it to Bardaga. Oh, is he going to start picking favorites? Well, firstly, she's off in the fucking woods somewhere. Galadriel, his elven daughter, would love it. Okay, bring it on. Let's see what happens. I'm playing with fire here. But we're going to reinforce faster than they are. So realistically, we can just keep coming back. Galador. Oh, look at you. Herculean and quick. Jesus, and I said rounding out his edges. You basically flipped this into an already good character. So what do we lose? Like, strong? That's not even congenital in this game, is it? No, it's absolutely not. Whoa, so this kid is just an improvement on his father in every way. Beautiful. Galador. I'm going to call you Dumb. You see what I'm trying to do, but I haven't really thought it through very well, which is tremendously ironic and actually quite appropriate, so we're going to go with that. Boom. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Never retreat, never surrender. Get it burnt down. Kick those damn stones over, too. Martial lifestyle perk. Right, retreat losses minus 25% was, of course, hit and run. I have played this game before, I promise. They are very slowly whittling us down, just back and forth and back and forth. We've got superior numbers now. Your glory is widely known. We've also taken our bishop prisoner. That is some good shit. Actually, we've got free sieging on Wessex now. Oh! Achoo! 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 Julia Melwood sneezing. Do you want to write this down in the Chronicle too, Julia, given everything else is going in there? Her sneezing was so loud to attract the attention of nearly everyone nearby, myself included. Some chuckle and others shake their heads in disapproval. I usually sneeze in threes, she explains sheepishly. Apologies for that. Bless you, sneezing is part of everyday life, isn't it? Infamous loud sneezer for 9 years. What an event. Oh, hello. Oh, my God. For years, I have swept out on devastating raids, bringing the full fury of the divine spark to a trembling world. For surely, if he disapproved, he would have struck me down by now. Instead, my household sleeps surrounded by the stolen fineries of foreign rulers, and exotic slaves warm my bed. Truly, noble and peasant alike quail at my approach. I feel like that was before you became a Viking raider, but there we are. Wow, Viking elves, what a twist, huh? Þarþuþhaþhi is a well-known plunderer of foreign settlements. Amazing. Right, sorry, what do you want? Hello. Your wife is worth money to you. Sure, you can have her back. There you are. Anybody want this bishop? No? What if I just execute the bishop? It's a shame we haven't got any Norse stuff anymore. Oh, got it. Because he's trusting, he can't execute people. Oh, well, what a load of shit then. Forget about it. You can sit there until someone's willing to pay for him. Let's drop the levies. Take enormous prestige. To be fair, we're making more prestige than we're losing, so that's all very acceptable stuff. And let's go on a little adventure. Emphasis on little, otherwise this episode is going to overrun tremendously. In fact, there's one right there. Is it still stinky? You know what? I'm just going to go there. Oh, maybe not. Oh, we'll be fine. It doesn't matter too much. Yeah, let's spend the money on it. Why not? What else are we going to spend it on right now, huh? And this will be a bloody fast journey. Now, I presume the way it works is this will give us a chance at basically placing a holy site here in Iceland, which would be super convenient for incorporating into our realm, right? Let's get on with it then. See what we can find. We've arrived at the entrance of ancient elven ruins. You will need to set up adequate base of operations before beginning your expedition into them. Let's make sure we're ready and prepared. A minor discovery. 25 gold? Ooh. Oh, God, it's chess. Are you telling me my guy's going to try and play chess? Upon entering a grand chamber, you spot a statue of a fine white marble directly across from you. It depicts a fine elven maiden overlooking what appears to be a game board. You notice some carvings of a variety of figures embedded into the tiles. Seems as though you need to play a game of some sort in order to pass the trial. As you take a step forward, the maiden's sudden movement causes you to jump back. She flashes you a pretty smile that conveys a clear message. Your move. Highest intrigue adventurer is Chieftess Julia Melwood. She counts as wise. My lord. It's clear from her expression she's going to choose peasants. What? How to play? Please do. The trial is the winner, is whomever wins 4 out of 7 rounds. Oh, it's rock, paper, scissors. Piece of a higher rank beat piece of a lower rank, except peasant beats king. Your advisor may try to guess the next move of the marble maiden from her body language, but they can be wrong. The higher your advisor's intrigue skill, the more likely their guess will be correct. Right, so she's going to choose peasant, so we could just play bandit, right? Am I understanding that? She chose noble, so Julia Melwood lied to me. He is trusting and an idiot, so we're always going to go with whatever Julia Melwood says. She's playing king, we play peasant. My understanding? Oh, God, she is fucking this up. She's going to choose bandit, so we'll play... It's obviously a test of... Listen, we all know Bruce Forsyth's play your cards right, okay? We all know how this game works. I think we go with maybe a noble ourselves. I think we go with a noble. Win a round. Yes, absolutely. She's going to choose knight. We'll go with priestess. Beautiful. She's going to choose king. Well, we can't win. So should we just throw away the knight? Maybe she doesn't choose king. We get lucky. She played priestess. And I've got to keep track of what she's already played. Naturally, I'm not doing that because this is in the middle of a video. I'm not writing that down. What's she playing? She's going to choose priestess. Play queen. We might just win on numbers here because we've left our best till last. Oh, there you go. Okay, sure. Huzzah! That was a clever strategy. Thank you. Very big brain. Whoa, look at this place. Wowee. You fill a room with ancient... you enter a room filled with ancient curiosities, feeling the divine sparks present thick in the air. As you look round, you find a particular artifact that you can feel pulse deeply within your spark. Wow. You are the Realm Lord, and you know instinctively that this oddity holds ancient knowledge that could help facilitate the return of the Elven people. What exactly is it? Is it a grand mural depicting scholars arguing in a public square? Elven culture gains Fey Argorus tradition. Characters of this culture will gain shrewd at 15 learning and sagacious at 20 learning. Wowee. A bow of unknown lumber and impressive craftsmanship. We get people of the bow. Elves gain the first level of bow hasteluder. And we can recruit Ranger High Guard. Oh, this is a really cool idea. Wooden boxes filled with strange seeds. We gain woodland bounty. Can build farms in forest and tiger provinces. The Royal Menagerie's Bestiary and Husbandry Guide for the 3rd edition. Beast Tamers. We get Wolf Riders and Mosswood Dragoons. Are they good? Yes. Yes, they are. Okay. What do you think? That seems awesome. Characters of this culture will gain shrewd at 15 learning and sagacious at 20 learning. Learning is one of the stats that's so easy to accrue a shitload of in CK3. People of the bow. Wow. I would like that one then. Let's go with that one. Sure. Does it suit him? No. But you know who it does suit? The lady that's told us how to get in that room in the first place. I feel really like she'd be like, hey, my liege, have you seen this? This looks good. There's 25 more gold as well. Oh, these expeditions are fantastic. They're basically paying for themselves. And now we head home. Oh, my God. We got an Elven battle axe, though. Oh, beautiful. Hey, good shit. And we had a child. Þarþuþhaþhi Fauca-Hyanda. Robust, which is pretty good, and quick. I'm going to call you, I'm going to call you Legless, right? Which is like Legolas, except Legless is British slang for someone who's drunk. So that works actually really well, but I have to explain it, so it does kind of ruin it. Listen, I'm going to run out of steam pretty fast on Elven names that are also, you know, come with some sort of mental faculty reduction. So if you've got any suggestions, I'm all ears on that one. I'm all ears, because we're elves. Parthian tactics, by all means. With that, we will have a drinking celebration, and I will say, thank you for joining me here today in Crusader Kings 3. This mod is not balanced, but my god, it is so well made and really cool. And I've got to dig around and kind of have a look and see how they've implemented some of this culture stuff. I don't want to spoil anything for myself, but I will when we're a bit more into the series. I've got to dig around the files and kind of see how they're doing some of this stuff, because it's really well put together. And I'm a big fan. I'm a massive fan. I cannot wait to see where this horrendous, horrific, horrible-looking dynasty gets to. But thank you for joining me. And thank you, of course, to the executive producer patrons who allow me to produce, currently, a tremendous amount of content. Thank you to Castle, Ashen Jack, 2.0, Deadwoods, Brassius Swine, Shadow Shalleye Lions, Tsume Gobot, Xena Parrow, John Stoddard, Fexen, Plants of Friends, Bloodsnakes, Chaos, Ghost Hawk, I Am Sagittaire, Nick Bella, Super Awesome Goku, Hoofenspiel, Huntsman, and Mooncake for their support. The executive producer tiers over on Patreon. And I'll see you tomorrow for more of that hideous, hideous man.